the next part for today is Texas. The weather's really nice here, still in December. I'm going to put this on right here. You can see how much was sheared off. So that will go on there. See, it said it was easy to do, so we'll see. Okay, so on the shifter, you have to loosen this up from what I understand. This right here. And then this right here is a number 10. Again, same ratchet, right? So I'm using a 10, but on the bottom, where is it? Right there, that's a bolt, a nut. So putting a counter on this. Now I don't have regular needle nose or any kind of wrench or anything, so I have to use these to get it off. So that's what we're gonna do. Got the wrong way again. Come on. I need an actual proper wrench for this, because this is not holding. Dang it. Yep. Can't do it. I don't have a proper wrench for it. Well, I'm gonna have to get this done today because it's supposed to be really nice weather the next couple of days. And the shops are all closed. So it's the weekend. Not the musician, right? The actual weekend, Sunday. So I have to find a way to do this. Let's see if I can hand loosen it now. Yep, there it is. Boom. Okay. Now I gotta figure out how to get this bolt out. I don't know how to get the bolt out. How do you get the bolt out? Ow! I just dropped it on my foot. Okay, we're gonna have to get the number 10 again. Right there, right there. Now somebody did on YouTube say to put the Loctite on here, but I don't know about that, because if I have to take this off again, I don't want, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to have to do Loctite again. I am going to put a little bit of grease on it, so that's that. This thing's supposed to just come right off. Let's see. This little pin's supposed to just come right out, right? Like there's a little pin right there. You see it? It's supposed to come right out. I feel like this is taking a lot longer than it should, but we'll see. Ah, there it is. Boom. Pin's out. Got the pin out. Now that that pin is out, this is going to be a bitch and a half to probably get back in. So I don't know. Okay, easy enough. Goes back in. Okay, so easy enough goes back in. Hey, does anybody know how to loosen this so it's it's not as tight to pull? I'm just asking as a question. I'm trying to figure out how to loosen this a little bit. I think it has to do somewhere down here at the bottom, but anyway, okay. So that's it. You just have those two pins, you go, and it's back to normal. When you stick this back in, I put a little bit of grease on this. And we can see it, put a little bit of grease on there. And then stick it back in, reverse your thread. Now, since I'm already here, so this little thing will tighten back down to where it was. It was right, hang on, let me see. It was right there. Maybe it's this little thing. I know it's loose because of this, right? But I think there's something wrong here. Why is it still loose? I don't know. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. All right, and that's it. And then I put this last little bolt down there. You don't have to watch that, but put this little one here, and then I'm going to come back and talk about something here in a minute. Okay, for our new riders, something that a friend of mine didn't know when we started talking. So if you turn the handlebar all the way, you pull back on the clutch and put it in first, right? That will kind of stop the wheels and everything from moving for the most part. Then the last thing is you can push this down and then click to lock over here. Sorry. Push down, click to lock, right? And then pull the key out. This thing is locked, but it's easy to break. They can kick it over here. Same thing with the shifter. You just put the shifter up, right? So it's not that big a deal. Okay, something on the Suzuki 8R, right? 8R, yeah. The quick shifter is really nice at second to third, fourth, fifth. You know, I rarely ever get to six because I'm just cruising on the highway. I don't really need it. But if I need to really take off or something, you know, go to six, you can just cruise out on six. But if you're going from 1 to second and you're high RPMs, it's really, really hard to pull. I usually just pull back on the clutch really hard and then pop it into second, pop it into third. And then that usually works, right? Now, same thing going down from 3, if you're really, really high RPMs, down to 2, it does get a little sticky. From 2 to 3, sometimes going up or down if you're high RPMs. That's why I usually click on it's always good to just use this in general, right? Now, something somebody did say was when you're coming to a light or something, not to pull this down, just to rev down, especially on sports bikes. Now, that was counterintuitive when I used to use a cruiser. They used to go, you're doing 4 things at once. You're pulling back on the clutch, pushing down all the way down to first gear or neutral, whichever one you catch, pulling back, 30-40% on the front brake, and then you're pushing 60-70% on the back brake, right? So you're doing all 4 things at one time. That's what I was told when I used to have cruisers. And now people are telling me, oh, when you have a sports bike, don't pull on the clutch as you're coming to the light. Just bring this down, use your quick shifter to get down to, first gear, and then slowly pull on the clutch, right? So that's a little bit different. Now, somebody did bring this to my attention. The lights on a lot of the sports bikes are up here, which is nice because this can fold in. No, I can't fold it in. Right, this can fold in. If it crashes or anything, it doesn't really like destroy it. Unlike this, where this is sticking out, you know, like I said before in my last video, this is really nice because it pops in. There's two little pins in here. It pops in, you can just pop it, push this up against the pins, come from underneath, pop the pins in, and you're good. But somebody said, hey, in order to not have to worry about that, just have the lights here on the mirrors. And I was like, yeah, that would be really nice. But I guess, again, for $7,000 for this bike, you know, there's certain things that you have to get away with. And one of them is this. Now, I do want to put crash bars on here. There's one that sticks out. I think it's right here. It sticks out. But I have to take off all this fairings. I just don't want to do that. So that's my little short video of putting this on and my TED Talk today. Thank you.